Why do the rich or truly powerful rarely raise their voice, but still control the room? Because they don't need to raise their voice. Real power is quiet. It's not about shouting over people. It's about having such a strong sense of inner certainty that you don't need to prove anything. Not with volume, not with force, not with theatrics. Let's go deeper. 1. Control comes from confidence, not chaos. People who yell or over-explain are often trying to convince others, or themselves, that they have authority, but those who already know they are in control don't waste energy on noise. Think about it. When someone walks into a room, dressed well, composed, calm, and speaks with deliberate pauses, don't we all turn to listen? The silence between their words has more weight than 1,000 shouts. 2. They've mastered emotional regulation. The rich and powerful are often trained, directly or through experience, to manage their emotions, especially in public or high-stakes spaces. You'll rarely see a CEO or investor shouting in a boardroom. Instead, they listen, process, and then speak. Slowly, clearly, and with intention. That composure earns respect. It signals they're in control of themselves, and therefore capable of leading others. 3. They use silence as a tool. Silence makes people uncomfortable, especially those who rely on constant validation or chatter. The rich often use silence strategically. A long pause after a question. A thoughtful glance instead of a quick reply. That silence makes people lean in, over-explain, or reveal more than they should. Meanwhile, the quiet one remains in control, observing everything. 4. They speak the language of influence, not volume. Control isn't about being louder. It's about positioning, networking, strategy, and words that land deeply. The rich often control the room because they own the conversation's direction, not because they dominate it. They ask powerful questions. They make decisions. They use body language that radiates calm dominance, not aggression. 5. They own resources. And that changes everything. In many rooms, the person who controls the resources, money, opportunity, access, doesn't need to assert themselves vocally. Their presence alone speaks volumes. Others naturally defer to them, not because of fear, but because of perceived value. When you have something everyone wants, your voice doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be heard once. 6. They understand the value of perception. Shouting can make a person look emotionally unstable or desperate. The wealthy often play the long game. They know that looking unshakable is more important than reacting. So even when challenged, they stay calm. Why? Because every move is being watched, and every calm reaction builds a reputation of being unbothered, calculated, and powerful. 7. They've learned that energy is currency. Raising your voice takes energy. Getting emotional takes energy. Arguing with fools takes energy. The rich don't waste energy unnecessarily. They conserve it just like they conserve money. When they speak, they do so to make a point, not to prove a point. Now here's the subtle truth. You don't have to be rich to adopt this power. You just have to act like someone who doesn't need to prove their worth. Be calm when others are reactive. Be clear when others are confusing. Speak slowly, with purpose, when others rush. And above all, believe in your inner value, so deeply that you don't need to shout to be seen. The truly rich, in money or in wisdom, know one thing. You control the room not by noise, but by presence. And if you found value in this thought, stay connected. Subscribe, share this message with someone who needs to reclaim their calm power. More insights like this, and guided meditations from our team, are on the way. Because your peace is your ultimate leverage.